Howdy y'all, welcome to my channel. Today, a bunch of us from the Handmade Happiness group on Facebook have gotten together to share some snowflakes, snowfall cards. And if y'all are interested, just sit back, kick your shoes off, and let's begin. I'm going to be using some more fun stamps, Believe in Christmas stamp set. It's already here on my stamping platform. I'm going to bring in some Neenah Solar White flat card, but basically it's a card front, and that's by scrapbook.com. And to stamp it out, I'm going to use Catherine Pooler Midnight. I like this stamping platform because as long as you have enough plates, these are the plates, you can stamp or layer stamp, because that's what I actually use this one for, and create some awesome scenes. I'm only using 2 plates today, so you can kind of see what it does. I'm going to place my mask on my little girl so I can stamp the next image. Which is the snowman. I found that because the snowman is so intricate, it needs a lot more pressure than what I did for the little girl and Santa Claus. So I've got this tool by Speedball, and I'm going to use that to help add pressure. Oh, that's really good. I'm going to pop the mask onto Frosty. Then I'm going to place this stencil on here. Along with this mask. It's going to look like we have a moon there. Now I'm going to bring in my foundation makeup brush along with some charcoal ink. So we're just going to take our charcoal ink, and this is going to help us do a bit of scene building. Now that we're done with our stenciling, I'm going to remove the mask. So there's our moon, and I'm also going to remove the mask on our snowman and little girl. So now we're going to take some paint and a toothbrush along with a water bottle, and we're going to spritz the toothbrush first before we grab the paint. Then we're going to spritz it again. Then we're going to take our hand and we're going to flick snow onto our card. I know it's not snow, it's paint, but it gives the illusion of snow. Now that we have this snowy scene on our card front, now that we've got this snowy scene, we can bring in some cardstock to be our card base. It's already been creased, and we just need to set that crease in with the Teflon bone folder. So we've got our MISTI out, we've got our card base inside of it. We need to place a magnet down. I like to do that just in order to make sure I keep everything nice and flat. Now we're going to bring in some glue, and we're just going to place that on the card base. Then we can just put our card front on top. So I'm just going to put a small magnet down to make sure that I hold my card base in place while I put the card front on top. So I really like how it turned out because it looks kind of like an old black and white photo, and yet it's still you still can see the snow and the snowbank, and of course Santa through a child's eyes. Now that our card front is attached to our card base, we need to go in and stamp a sentiment inside of our card. The sentiment I've chosen also comes from the SumMore Fun Stamps Believe in Christmas stamp set, and it is, whether playing in snow or counting down days, may you feel Christmas joy in the simplest of ways. So we're going to bring the Catherine Pooler Midnight ink back in to stamp the sentiment onto the card base. I just love this card. It's so simple and sweet. We're going to work a little more with this stamp set. Basically, it's the same concept as I showed you a little bit ago with the girl and the snowman, but this time we're going to change it up and do the boy and the sled. Now the difference between this and the card we just made with the little girl is that rather than using charcoal and midnight, we're going to use vintage photo with icing on the cake. Now the awesome thing about working with distress ink is that you can activate it. So we've got this nice vintagey feel going on. Now I'm going to bring in some snow, much like I did with this card. I'd like to thank y'all so much for staying with me to the end of the video. Now this video is part of a hop, so I will have links to the next person in the lineup. That will be in the description box below. Also, if y'all would like some details on where you can get the supplies that I used, that will also be linked in the description box below. So I hope y'all stay safe, stay healthy, stay crafty. Bye!